Here are the writing tips you need to learn how to leverage power of the unknown in your writing the right way and have your readers begging for more. Join me on the journey toward learning how to write good characters, world building my own story, as well as providing upcoming fantasy writers, authors, and storytellers with all the writing tips they need to make their book or story stand out from all the rest. What is up, you muffin munching muggles? Welcome to Fiction and Reality, where we help you, yes, you become the most deftly gifted human that you know you are and that you knew you always could be. Building less is more, and today we're going to prove it. If you ever wondered how to make your story more thirst-quenching, then you should consider intentionally concealing the truth. No, I know, it sounds a little bit naughty, doesn't it? I mean, to lie to your audience, to fib in a ravine of truth, they'll never look at you the same way again. However, there is a power in mystery, shrouding the known and the unknown to build suspense and enlighten that wow factor that you've been looking for the entire time. You see, anticipation is built whenever there's a drought of knowledge and some earth-shaking event that occurs with your plot following it, some starstruck word spoken by your character, some action taken, some flux in personality that drives that curiosity. Let's take Kakashi from Naruto, for example. What's the quickest way to someone's heart? Chidori! Other than the fact that he looks pretty damn cool, there are other aspects about Kakashi that draw us towards him. For one, the origin of how someone like him got a hold of his Sharingan. Why exactly do we see his demeanor as somewhat cold, calculated, drifting in this frigid current of detachment and a hesitance to show emotion? And of course, what lies behind that mask? It's the play of those sprinkling elements of the character that draw us in. We know that only the Uchiha are supposed to have access to the Sharingan. We know that he's a high-level ninja and that other characters don't simply just recede in cold crashing tides of emotions without some underlying cause. The secret is to get your reader to keep asking questions, or rather, your job is to keep leaving a breadcrumb trail of information, each grain leading to more questions than the last. Play on the architect of that character you've already outlined, the information you've already shared, and leverage the inconsistencies between their words, actions, and emotions, and eventually fill in those gaps by dropping pieces of their backstory within this complex, convoluted web of revelation. Do that and you've already got halfway there to mastering the art of revealing less. Hey there, slow down, you glizzy goblins. Don't reveal everything about your story in one bite. Pace it. Pacing and timing your character's backstory is critical in maximizing the anticipation leading up to it and keeping your reader tracking your trail of lore in a thirst-quenching venture to uncover just who your character is or what the secrets of your story are. I personally recommend encrypting the secrets of your story within the arcs of your characters, kind of like within One Piece. Nico Robin's arc, all the way from her time with Baroque works, her ability to read poneglyphs at Sky Island, her expeditions with the Straw Hats leading to her capture at Water 7, and willingness to sacrifice herself due to the fugitive target X on her back and the fear of bringing the constant fear of death to the Straw Hats. It makes your reader ask questions and understand that you control the pace at which you invoke those inquiries based on dialogue, actions, or peeling back layers of lore. We want to know why Robin never revealed much about herself initially, exactly why she let herself get captured, and why she was labeled a devil by the world government. The art of reveal is a trade to master. It's executed perfectly through us gaining insight into her backstory and the turmoil ignited by the Buster Call of O'Hara, absolutely decimating the Tree of Knowledge and the scholars simply because they dared question history and funnel into the darkness of the Void Century. Timing is everything. Pacing your reveal of small details like Robin's ability to read poneglyphs or the fact that she was a fugitive and wanted nothing more to do with the world opens a gateway for your audience and reader to inquire about that circumstances surrounding those details. A streamlined pacing doesn't just keep your audience running aimlessly on that hamster wheel, it cordially drags them into the next act of your story, where they'll want to uncover more tokens of truth with each revelation, each niche detail that you spin into existence. More than simply paying attention to the pacing of details of your story, you may want to hone in on the motivations and goals of your characters and how it keeps your reading dancing for more. You see, the secrets of your story, namely your lore, are ideal for pulling your reader or audience into the next act, throwing them off the rails. You see, some characters may have hidden motivations, hidden intentions, and hidden secrets. And I have a secret for you. If you're enjoying this video right now, go ahead and leave a like to show some love. Boy,
get in the boat, boy.
You may want to consider having that character intentionally conceal such motivations and secrets in order to have your reader prying to pop open that stubborn can of truth. Let's use Kratos, for example, in his violent past, how he bears the burden of having destroyed an entire pantheon to take revenge on the gods of Olympus, and how the past shapes his relationship between Atreus, one where he serves as a guide for his son, veering him away from the ungodly acts that he once committed, unable to shackle his own rage, pushing forward with regret for his actions, but the ability to prevent Atreus from committing the same mistakes. His past is marked by violence and loss, the destruction of the Olympian gods, and the personal tragedies that followed. This history is not merely backstory, it actively shapes how he navigates his present. Kratos' regret is palpable. He knows firsthand the destructive power of rage unchecked, and he tries to guide Atreus toward a different path. This internal struggle adds complexity, making Kratos' journey not just a battle against external foes, but a fight against his own nature. In storytelling, the secret path serves as both the foundation and mystery, anchoring character motivations while inviting curiosity. As the audience peels back the layers, they become detectives of the narrative, eager to uncover the truths that define who the characters are today. This interplay between concealment and revelation creates a compelling rhythm that keeps audiences engaged, emotionally connected, and eager to turn the page or watch the next scene unfold. You may consider using other characters to gradually unveil the secrets of your story or universe. It's quite amazing how good One Piece is at unveiling the past of Roger through Luffy's present actions and the connections he makes with those along the way, who actually knew Gold D. Roger in the past. This old guard becomes a natural part of his journey due to the strong connection they sense between Luffy and Roger, marked by a lust for freedom, adventure, and the will of the unknown and unbreakable will. We've got his second in command, Silver's Rayleigh, who reveals Roger's adventure spirit and his decision to sell to Raftel, and the smile he mustered moments before his death. Flashbacks from Whitebeard where he alludes to Raftel and the secret meaning of the name D. Red-haired Shanks, who has taken on a mentor role to Luffy and witnesses Roger's execution. And the most dense of Roger's adventures are revealed by Odin's journal, of course, which include Roger's trip around the world to read poneglyphs, other otherworldly adventures, and eventually his trip to Raftel. Don't overlook the role of these secondary characters, as their past memories can be interwoven into the tale of the present, and with quite a unique and complex method of doing so, as you will have to align the timeline of both the past and present through the eyes of such characters while also maintaining continuity and consistency with your protagonist's story and progression. To tell a story through the eyes of another is a unique method used to help your audience gain another nugget of insight into the world in which your characters live, and keep their minds veering, wondering, and craving to piece that broken puzzle of mystery together. Secondary characters are the scattered fragments of history, carrying keys to forgotten truths, veiled legacies, and hidden motivations. By letting them speak, remember, and reveal, you enrich your world and give your readers a deeper layered understanding of what came before. Hey, have you ever considered using an unreliable character to rein in the powers of mystery and keep your readers asking for more? Ah yes, the unreliable narrator. One whose perception of the truth is twisted like Okabe in Steins Gate. Okabe remembers events where Mayuri dies differently from what actually happens in the current timeline. His memories of prior timelines are vivid to him but invisible to others. This causes him to question what is real, and also causes the audience to experience his confusion and despair firsthand. His fractured perspective, shaped by trauma and shifting realities, creates a labyrinth of uncertainty where facts blur with fears and hopes. This layered unreliability draws the audience deeper into his emotional turmoil, making them complicit in piecing together the fragmented narrative. Okabe's unreliable narration is not just a storytelling gimmick, it's an embodiment of his internal conflict. His desperate attempts to change fate reveal how memory, perception, and truth are malleable under psychological strain. This dynamic keeps viewers on edge, eager to uncover the truth while empathizing with a character whose reality is constantly slipping away. By weaving unreliability into Okabe's character, Steins Gate masterfully balances mystery and emotional depth, demonstrating how a fractured viewpoint can transform a narrative into an immersive puzzle where journey to understanding is as compelling as the destination. At its core, the unreliable narrator blurs the line between truth and falsehood, forcing readers or viewers to question what they are being told. This uncertainty creates an engaging tension. Audiences are compelled to become active participants, piecing together clues and searching for the real story beneath the layers of misdirection. The deception may stem from a character's psychological instability, self-interest, memory gaps, or deliberate lies, each offering a unique flavor of suspense. If you took something from this video, I want you to take a moment to crack that subscribe button below and like the video. Like the video, it pushes these videos out so that others can take key tokens that you've gained. So do your fellow comrades a favor. And I just want to thank you all for hitting the 500 subscriber mark. 500 subscribers, how great is that? How great is that? Right now I'm facing the 3 admirals in real life right now, which is why my posting has been quite inconsistent. But as soon as I get over this hump, I'll have something special for you guys. The direction of progress is forward, and it's only up from here. I will leave a link to my socials in the description below. If you want more info on how to improve your story, feel free to check out some of my other videos by clicking right here. Writers, world builders, and storytellers aiming to perfect writing techniques and enhance their storytelling and world building are all welcome. And with that, remember, if ever you're lost in a forest, your words, strip your mind from fantasy and look to the window of the world, and there your mind will run free.